Hi, this is Jeline from the Honors Tutorial. Our topic for today is about multiplication of fractions. This is under Mathematics 7. Let's have our first example. For number 1, we have here 5 over 7 times 2 over 8. So this is the process of multiplying fractions. You have to multiply numerator to numerator and denominator to denominator. So 5 times 2, that's 10. And 7 times 8, what's the answer? That's 56. Now I want you to examine if this is the final answer. It is not the final answer yet. Why? It is because there's still a number that can divide the numerator and the denominator at the same time without remainder. And what is that number? Okay, that is 2. So let's have divided by 2. 10 divided by 2, that is 5. How about 56 divided by 2? That is 28. Is 5 over 28 the final answer? Yes, it is. Why? The first reason is this. 5 over 28 is already a proper fraction, meaning you don't need to change that into a mixed number. The second reason is this. There's no number that can divide your numerator and denominator at the same time without remainder. Now let's move to number 2. We have here negative 10 over 12 times 15 over 20. So you have to remember the loss of sign in regards with multiplication. Negative times positive, just like this one, negative times positive will always result to negative. So therefore, we are expecting a negative answer. But let's set aside first the negative sign and let's apply cross multiplication. How are we going to do that? Cross multiplication meaning the partner of 10 is 20 here. And then what you are going to do is to think of a number that can divide 10 and 20 at the same time without remainder. That's correct. You can use 2. How about 5? Can you use it to divide 10 and 20? Of course, you can use it also. How about 10? Can we use it to divide 10 and 20? Yes, of course. So I will choose to have 10. But later I will show you if what will happen if we choose 2 or 5. So let's have 10 here. 10 divided by 10, that's 1. 20 divided by 10, that's 2. And then the partner of 12 is 15. Same process. Just think of a number that can divide 12 and 15 at the same time without remainder. That is that is 3. Very good. 12 divided by 3, that is 4. 15 divided by 3, that is 5. And then same process should be applied. You have to multiply it. Numerator to numerator and denominator to denominator. So 1 times 5, that's 5. 4 times 2, that's 8. Is 5 over 8 the final answer? No, it's not. It is because we have set aside the negative sign earlier. You should put it here. And then also, now, when you have the negative sign, it is the final answer. Why? Because 5 over 8 is a proper fraction, so no need to change that into a mixed number. And also, there's no number that can divide the numerator and denominator at the same time without remainder. So that's it. It's negative 5 over 8. But let me just show you this thing. What if we use 2 or 5? Mm, maybe let's use 2. 10 divided by 2, that's 5. 20 divided by 2, that's 10. As you can see, when we have 5 and 10, there's still a number that can divide 5 and 10 at the same time without remainder, right? So therefore, we can just continuously divide it. So let's divide both of them by 5. So 5 divided by 5, that's 1. 10 divided by 5, that's 2. And then same process. We will divide 12 by 3. So this is 4. 15 divided by 3, this is 5. So as you can see, though I used 5 here, sorry, I used 2 here for 10 and 20. The answer is still the same at the end. As long as you will simplify it, or you will continuously divide it. Another thing for number 2. What if you don't want to use the cross multiplication method? It's fine. But make sure that you will simplify your answer. It is time consuming if you are not going to use the cross multiplication method because that it's the shortcut method here in multiplication of fractions. But if you don't want to use it, I will teach you how. Just multiply the numerator and the numerator. 10 times 15 is 150. And then 12 times 20 is 240. This is not the final answer because there's a number that can divide this. Just copy the negative sign later. You can divide it by 10. Copy the negative sign. 150 divided by 10, so that's 15. 240 divided by 10, that's 24. Then think of a number that can divide 15 and 24 at the same time without remainder. And that's 3. You can use it. So let's divide this by 3. Copy the negative sign. 15 divided by 3, that's 5. 24 divided by 3, that's 8. The answer is the same, but this is time consuming. But my advice is that you use the method that you are comfortable of using. Next, number 3. Oh, we have here both negative numbers. Please remember the laws of signs. For multiplication, negative times negative, that is equal to positive. So therefore, your answer should be a positive number. So again, negative times negative is equal to positive. Therefore, we are expecting to have a positive number. Okay? So negative 10 times negative 15, so that is 150. 12 times 20, so that is 240. It's a positive because negative times negative is positive. Don't forget that because if ever that your sign is incorrect, automatically the whole answer is incorrect. Okay, so please be careful with that. And then please simplify it, just like what we did earlier. Divide this by 10. Think of a number that can divide them without remainder. So 150 divided by 10, that's 15. 240 divided by 10, that's 24. And then think again of a number that can divide them, so that's 3. Just like what we did earlier. 15 divided by 3, that's 5. 24 divided by 3, that's 8. So it's 5 over 8 again. So that's it for multiplication of fractions. I hope that you have learned something today. If you have any queries about us, please message the FB page of the Honors Tutorial. Bye and God bless.